Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the... Now from the pistol formation. On the handout, they'll test the right side here.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Gamecocks will have to punt this one away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff in a single back formation. Breaking free. Powerful running into the secondary. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Play action fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
One play moves the ball to the 44, and it'll be first down. And here's the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important 2nd down play coming up. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Gamecocks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
On third down, he drops to throw. Grab made by the tight end. Touchdown, South Carolina. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Commodores.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Using his legs here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They moved into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular, use that momentum to your advantage. Let's see what they call right here. Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Play action here on first down. He's running out of time here. And a sophomore making an impact play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
They're behind the sticks on second and long here from the 12. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Risky call here. Close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he lobs it deep down the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. And the Commodores will have to kick it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Hunter comes on and booted away. And the ball is away from his own end zone. And that sets up a return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. No press here. The defense backing away. It's a shotgun run call. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Single back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun handoff here. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. Commodores hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Short connection to the tight end here. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And that run produces a decent gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. And there's the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll try to run for the first down. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. That kind of execution, the long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Went after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here's the handoff on a counter. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but crosses midfield at a 46.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here's a throw underneath to the back. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Commodores.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Catch made over the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. And we're going to throw now on first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations.
Will he score here? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's on the run. Launches deep. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
They look to throw it here on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. First down, the clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. First down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's second down. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught quickly. They make the first down, brought down to the 31. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive.
He's picked for a third time tonight. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. Shotgun, empty backfield on second and inches. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Just time enough for one more play in the half. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to get the second half going. Bringing it out, it's Brown. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. Already a two-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, then he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
He shreds the tackle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Running with purpose. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Handoff to the single back. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
He's swallowed up at the line, could not get past that big defensive tackle.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
And he lofts one deep over the middle. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And the Gamecocks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Checks this down to the running back. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The Gamecocks have 1st and 10 here. Back to throw again. And looking for a big play here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Fighting off the defender. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff from the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. Commodores will line up to kick it away. when he comes for his second punt of the game. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Makes a quick catch. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Dump ball is caught by the running back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. But you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Point after, knocked right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 31, so makes a good choice bringing it out of the end zone. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the Commodores pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Pressure is coming. Fighting off the defender. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Keeping it on the ground here. Commodores look to keep this drive moving.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long, the importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
They get him down to the junior with an excellent run there.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
They'll run it from the gun. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's complete downfield. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
He'll hand it off. Powering through. Breaks loose at the 45. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Quick call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
And the Commodores hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
I think people are starting to kind of...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. And it's good. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. First down here for this offense. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Fighting him off. He's found some room at the 45. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll ride the back again here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The game makes it 2nd and medium. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. It's a run to the left. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
And in the final minute now, quarterback will take a knee. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting.